Odek Treatment Center is now a playing ground for children from the neighboring homesteads. The center, built by a non-governmental organization, Hope for Humans, in Odek Sub-County in Omoro District, was intended to care for nodding syndrome sufferers. 3 years ago, the NGO closed down the facility due to lack of funds. It was reopened in 2017 after government injected 700 million shillings to run it. The center was closed again in December 2019. Peter Douglas Okello, the Omoro district chairperson, says they are pleased to government for funds have fallen on deaf ears.
We wrote letters to Office of the Prime Minister as aid of government business. We also submitted our letters to the Ministry of Health and also to the Ministry of Gender, Labor and Social Development on reasons as to why government is not continuing to finance the Nodding Syndrome Center. But allow me to mention that to date, no reasons has been given to us.
Walter Odoch and Grace Achiro, who are now 18 and 15, are among the 212 children living with the Nodding Syndrome in Odek Sub-County. After they contracted the illness in 2006, their primary caregiver is their sister, Irene Layet.
Government ki kelo el gi pikelo wa kum gang me no chere gam ki ot ya ki kulu ba mer gen po chere gi po o kulu ki chamo kene me gi beta beru wa ye ar mer gen po beti ye.
Such is the psychological burden of the illness that Layet's father has resorted to drink, shifting his responsibilities onto the 23-year-old mother of one.
Ga ke kwana chamo kene ka wa na chere gan kwan Paro kwan pe ano no chamo kene tamo kirno gente ka kwo kere chamo kene champe chalo dwe ini champe chamo kendo pe tu bino matere da pe ano no chamngo mo champe kum gi chi pero mi cham tie ki pero mi choka gi wum gi be tie.
We have different medicines. Some medicine basically to control and minimize seizures. We introduced some basically food supplement to boost the immunity. Unfortunately, that has not been very regular.
The Jaka Akera clan, which donated the land on which Odek Treatment Center sits, have barred its reopening, demanding compensation from Omoro district, such as oxen, plows, scholarships, and employment for their children. Michael Rachkara, whose 4 children have the illness, says the closure has been hard on parents.
Governmental doc yegi wachini donkong gibi doc sigi dugu. Si dugu gima ko geno dugu fudong petie. Muto eto jo adek mutoni giono pe berry center. Gen wera ni an mukana me gamu yat.
About 3 weeks ago, we received iron sheets from Office of the Prime Minister meant for children affected with Nodding Syndrome for 18 families. We also received from Office of the Prime Minister 40 pieces of NOs.
The situation is worse in Kitgum district. The Tumangu Nodding Center in Laborowa, Akwang Sub-County was constructed to cater for 544 patients. Now it's rotting away, having never been opened for business. Jenna Chola's son drowned on 20th April while washing clothes at a well. Eric Ogware was 22, and his mother always controlled his convulsions with medicine she collected from Pajimo Health Center 3, which is 20 kilometers away.
Nendu piro dek dong TP, nendu piro ngwen dong TP, nendu piro bit dong TP, nendu piro bichel dong mono. Nena bichel. Nena bichel. Mala tiendo bale oke an.
Achola is now left with 2 children, although one of them has the Nodding Syndrome.
Kitgum and Omoro pe diama. Lutia nung ta pan gena. Abi dong ni. Aberi ni. Kota.
Michael Odur also recently lost a son to the Nodding Syndrome. His other son, Vincent Ochan, who is 23, is also living with the illness.
ki el center makan ma ti pa jimu kenyo yat pa charo no bor ki kuno bat yat mano ki no ki de ka chane yat brak pere tung ka ini no yat de ka pero yat ma ro ko nyo gen ma be ma da bat yat pe el center bor kan pe yat ma dit kenyo so atem ti ke yat mano ka ina no tu te merak tua mera.
Although there are no new nodding syndrome infections, strangely, since 2012, over 2,076 children are suffering from epilepsy in Kitgum district. The management and treatment of the nodding syndrome is lifelong and very expensive. So the continued closure of a DEC treatment center is a blight on government and a source of emotional and psychological pain on the parents. Gillian Nantume, NTV in Labor Omo village, Kitgum.